Hi class, this is Mary Beth. I'm going to draw the supply and demand graphs for micro supply and demand the way I do in class. This might help you with the Oranges worksheet and also with the end of unit project. The handout called Helps and Hints for the Oranges worksheet is meant to explain in words what I'm about to draw in pictures, so you might want to print that out or look at it or refer to it as you watch the video or after you watch the video. So what we're going to do to make these graphs is you need a vertical axis and a horizontal axis. We always measure quantity on the horizontal. We always measure price on the vertical. The supply and demand part comes in the center. Each intersection of supply and demand, where the lines cross each other, is called the equilibrium. Demand generally always goes this way. I used to think of it as D for demand and D for down when I was first learning it, and supply goes the opposite way. What that means is that people are willing to buy more of something when it costs less, or less of something when it costs more. Conversely, if you think of yourselves as suppliers of labor to the marketplace, you're willing to work harder if the wage is higher, right? So that's what this line indicates. You will supply more and more and more and more labor the higher the price rises. But employers don't want to pay you more and more and more and more. There's a limit to what they will pay. So the intersection of supply and demand is the square box. I like to put a little square box there to identify the equilibrium point. Then the next thing we look at is whether supply or demand is going to change in the supply and demand for Oranges worksheet. For example, the first example is about eating oranges and oranges becoming a cure for acne. That, I would think, would increase the demand, which would move the demand from there to, let's say, here. So now this is the first intersection of supply and demand. This is demand 1. This is the second intersection of supply and demand. This is demand 2. In order to figure out what's happening to equilibrium quantity and price, you could extend quantity 1 like this and extend quantity 2 like this, and the same with the price. First price, second price. That makes it easier to see that in this example, the quantity is increasing as the price increases. For our examples, only one of the items will change. That is, either supply will change or demand will change. For our purposes, the other ones stay the same. All of this is also explained in chapters 5 and 6 of the textbook in slightly different language, so I hope you find that helpful. The other really useful page in your textbook is page 96, which will show you graphs that look very much like the one I've just drawn, and also very much like the ones that you'll find to choose from when you do the Oranges worksheet and the end of the unit project in the online class. If none of this is helpful enough and you are still confused, please send me an email and we'll go from there. Good luck.